Well, this is a foreigner in the Philippines, and some of our subscribers have said, why don't you show it to us in the rain, your little paradise in the rain? And so that's what I've come out and done. So now you're going to disappear me and see what it's like out on these hills in the rain, and believe me, it is throwing it down. There you go. Oh boy, there's so much rain. That's our little porch, well, our porch to be, and there's our doorway. Right now, what passes for a door, and there's Golden refusing to come out and join me. What passes for a door right now is a piece of 3/4 ply which we slide along and across, and that's what passes for a door. Here's our bedroom, and here's the rain. This is what's coming off. Oh boy. When we used to ride the bike, we used to ride back here and I'd be soaked right through to my underpants. And this is quite a big space actually. Look at this space. Right, this will give you an idea of the size. These pieces of metal that you can see are 10 feet long. This is a pretty big space. I don't know whether you can see, but right over there in the hills, this is where we see the rain. And there's like 3 or 4 ranges of hills. So the deep green that you can see just past our mango tree, that's where the kids play in that mango tree. And underneath is the carabao usually. I don't know where the carabao is right now. Probably out somewhere enjoying this wet weather. See, but there's a huge mango tree there. Big coconut. See, the first range of hills is the one that's dark green, and then the rain starts to affect the visibility, and you can see the next range, which is kind of ghostly. Now behind that is 3 or 4 more ranges of hills going right off into the horizon. You see over there, that's the house of my brother and sister-in-law. This is our yard. Before we got very busy with the channel, this was beginning to shape up as something of a garden. Now, if you were to walk over there, you can just about see right in the center of the picture is Manangina's house. She has a little tiny house down there that she seems to love. And then up on the horizon, you can see there will be more hills right over there. Actually, over on that hill, on the far hills, is Philip's house. Philip is my mountain man, my mountain submariner friend. And all of this here, this is our yard. Those were the 2 banana trees that I planted along the plain to anything on the garden. Big coconut tree right outside. Ooh, look at that. There's pretty well banana trees just about everywhere. And these banana trees are really skinny compared to Philip's, he was showing me. And because he has a special way of planting, his banana trees grow huge. Even the local guys, farmers in his area, they've been growing banana trees all their lives, and they've been amazed at his methods. He digs a huge hole, 2 feet deep. I don't know, at least I got a foot and a half or 2 feet square. And then he puts compost in, then some earth, then compost again, then some earth. Then he puts the tree in. Oh, now, there's a rustic look. That's barley. I don't know what earth he is doing, but he's got the sack. And he's cut it open, and he's going to do something down there. See, he's an agile little kid. Believe me, he's like a monkey. He can climb so incredibly. And look how carefully he's walking there, because it's so muddy. Now, actually down there, I don't know whether you can even see it. You can see a little glimpse of red. That's where we had to abandon the truck. Yesterday he couldn't get up. Oh, that's funny. That makes me feel a lot better about how carefully I walked down that path. Seeing a young kid like that walk down there carefully. Why is he doing that, I wonder? Oh well. And that's the little extension that I put on, the bright silver, to shield my bike. And the bigger piece over there is what Manarado put up as a carport for the truck. That's now nice house. And that extension was put on about, I think maybe 4 years ago. The difference between the rusty look and the silver look is the new extension. And they extended the kitchen a little. Now that's a big fruit. I'm not sure whether that's a fruit tree or a vegetable tree, but the fruit that's on that is large, knobbly looking fruit, and we take that down. It must be picked from the tree rather than dropped off the tree, and they cook it like potato, and I love it. It's delicious. And there's Beth. What are you doing? What are you doing? We're actually debating now whether we can even make it down to Caliban. Get some stuff that we want to do. I don't feel like doing anything until 6. Now sometimes I've got to put some scaffolding up so that I can fix that cladding. And we have some white cornice that goes down along the edge. All that white trim is duplicated on the edge, a little bit like that over there. There's a piece. And this is all going to be closed in here. I started it and then we just got so busy I had to leave it. I think that was about the time that we started having to deal with Nisa. Take her to the doctor, take her to the hospital, 2 or 3 days away in Cebu. Oh, somebody's still in right there. See, the heavy rain is a fact of life here. And when you're up on the hill, Nothing can be taken for granted. You can't even walk over here. Now, people who come in and they've only seen one video, they'll look at this and say, oh, for heaven's sake, why don't you just concrete it? You just lay concrete path everywhere and it will be lovely. And then the answer is so simple. What's the matter with these people, they're thinking? Well, what's the matter with these people is that we just came in on it and we've been living here all the time. And we don't have endless money. So we do what we can. When we do. When we can do it, we do it. Oh, look there, the morning glory. The morning glory is a little yellow flower. It only comes out in the morning and then it disappears at night like it's going to bed. So a last look around. What we'll do when we start conversion work is the edge there, this part here, this part here, will be hollow block right into the ground on a footing. Hollow block will come up to about here, maybe 3/4 of hollow block, and then on top of that I will use this to do the framing, but I can do that myself. I need to conserve on labour, and anyway, Colorado has more than enough to do, and so does my brother-in-law Junior. He has enough to do. And there's some life stirring down there. Calic. Oh, somebody said, doesn't Calic children go to school? But Calic doesn't seem to go to school. Well, that's not true. Can you imagine, if you were a kid, can you imagine walking down there 2 miles and then a little bit more to school? An umbrella won't do it. That's if you don't fall in the mud. You saw how carefully our little friend Ballalut was treading. Well, that's not so different to most of the path down there. And as I said, our truck is actually stuck down there somewhere. And it's not coming up today if it didn't come up last night because it's been raining all morning. That truck ain't moving. No matter what people think they could do if they were here. We abandoned the truck because it would not go any further. It's a steep hill, slick as anything, and it just says, no, this is as far as I go. So we walked the rest of the way, carefully, like you saw Ballalut walking, and that's life on the hill. Okay, so this is a foreigner in the Philippines. Just showed you what life is like on a rainy day up on our hill in our paradise, and we're all kind of busy just walking around wondering what we're going to do, because sometimes rain affects you that way. Now, for those of you who are in Manchester, you will be well familiar with this rain. I'm talking about Manchester, the original Manchester in England. When I was in a band in England and we were touring, we would get on the bus at Cherry Blossom or one of the other pickup points that the band picked up in. And the bus would be waiting for us, the coach would be waiting for us, and then they would take us up north. We play at the Hilton in Piccadilly. We played at a lot of the Manchester United gigs that they had at the Hilton, and we played at a lot of their functions. And I would go to sleep in London on the outskirts of London, I'd already be asleep. And then when I woke up, if we were within 20 miles of London, I knew it. I just knew it. If it wasn't raining, it would be grey. Sorry, that's how it did look to me. And I remember my brother calling me. My brother lived in Manchester. He lived very close to the Longsight Road in Manchester. And I remember him calling me once and saying, it's been raining here for 3 months. I can put up with this rain today because I know it ain't going to be here for 3 months. And in the main, it's pretty good weather. So I like it. I'll take the heat. I don't mind. So this has been a little glimpse of ordinary life on the hill for a foreigner in the Philippines.